but feel gratitude for the path He has put us on.
Tonight's program will celebrate the many gifts and talents of our youth. As you may have noticed upon entering, there is a beautiful artwork displayed in the lobby. This painting was lovingly created by Sister Lakshmi Jayendra, especially for this evening's occasion. We invite you to take a moment during the program or afterward to appreciate her inspiring creation. There's also a QR code on the screens above you where you can find details about today's program if you scan the code. To begin this evening's program, our youth boys will be presenting a play in the form of a study circle. This performance beautifully illustrates the growth and transformation of Asai youth from their days in SSE to their journey into adulthood. More importantly, it reflects on the profound impact that Swami has had in shaping their own lives. Let us now begin the evening celebrations. Enjoy.
Saram went now.
Oh, Sairam Shayan. It's been a long time. How's school been going for you? Are you all finished now?
Yeah, school was good. Yeah, I finished a few months ago, actually. It was a great experience overall, and I learned a lot about myself.
Great. What are you up to now?
Right now, I'm working part-time here and there, but I have a lot of downtime. It's kind of why I'm here, actually. I was wondering if I could get more involved with center activities again.
Good question. Why don't you attend our study circle today and find out for yourself how you can get involved?
Yeah, that would be great.
It's happening upstairs in the prayer hall.
Perfect. I'll be there. See you soon, Anna.
See you, Shayan.
Myron,
Oh, Cheyenne.
how's it going, man?
It's been so long. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Shocked to see you here. That's one thing I've missed, like just seeing people here. Wow. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm actually here for the study circle today. What brings you to the center?
Yeah, I'm here at the study circle too. I asked my former guru like how to get more involved with center activities, and he just told me I should come to the circle today.
Yeah, there's honestly so much that's happening in the center, from different ways of getting in with the youth group, teaching. There's always events happening in the prayer hall. I'm actually taking this year off of teaching, but I still find myself here almost every week, but in a different capacity, which I never really realized until I actually stopped teaching.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more involved, and you said you were a guru. How was your experience?
Yeah, I actually taught the grad classes and a couple of younger high school classes as well. And I can tell you it's an extremely rewarding experience. I think that in my last year, I actually got to teach the same class for the past 2 years and actually helped them graduate. And I learned so much about doing service, going out into the real world, and actually helping develop our graduating boys into actually members of the youth community here within the center. And it's so nice to actually see them come back and help out.
Yeah, I bet it's really interesting to see your former students now just like involved. So that's amazing. Would you teach next year or in the future?
I absolutely am, considering I do miss it as well. So I really am excited to come back if I can.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Maybe I'll be a guru in the future. Maybe I can be your assistant.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were, part of Ganganti's play way back in?
Oh, yeah. I was in the Chronicles class for Ganganti's class. Remember we performed a Nathan Phillips story too?
I do, yeah. Such amazing memories, right?
Yeah, that was a long time, man.
Yeah, well, it's great to see you, and I guess we should get going to the study circle?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
All right.
Sorry, I'm early.
We have a new face today. Let us all introduce ourselves.
Sorry, everybody. My name is Cheyenne. It's my first time on the study circle, so I'm excited to be here and looking forward to what everybody has to say today.
Judging by the room, we're all at different phases of our lives, and it's a great thing to see. I read this quote today. Swami says, "The end of education is character." Shine, it's great that you're here. As many people graduate and don't often stay involved, what made you want to stay involved?
You know, I'm here because being in my early 20s, there are a lot of expectations as to what I should do next in life, especially because I just graduated a few months ago. Because of that, I want to get more involved because before I went to university, I looked to Swami for guidance, so I feel getting more involved with the center, I can look to Swami for guidance like I used to. I also want to get more involved just, to meet new members, but also catch up with old members like Mayor Nanda and Mayor.
Great, so what are you doing so far to be involved?
Yeah, to be involved, I've been attending some civic activities here and there with Fiducian on that, and it's been great for a few reasons. The first reason is I'm really happy that I'm able to serve this high community and also the community outside the center. But I'm also really happy, like I said, that I'm able to meet old members, catch up with them, and meet new members. But most importantly, I feel fulfilled that I feel like my connection to Swami is growing again. As Swami says, take just one step towards me and I should take 100 more towards you.
It seems like Swami's impact on your life has been far-reaching, Cheyenne. As a young adult now, how would you say Sai's impacted your decision-making?
Yeah, Swami and my years in SSC have given me a deep sense of community and belonging. As I face the pressures of maintaining a social life with school and work, the lessons I've learned such as humility, perseverance have kept me grounded. Swami has taught me that, when I face struggle in life, I should go with a growth mindset and treat it as an opportunity for, overall growth and maturity. So I'm really happy to have learned that. And honestly, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I close my eyes, I take a deep breath, and I do the work, and I know that Swami will be there for me.
I'm glad to hear that, Cheyenne. It's not common for people, especially young people in these modern times, to seek Swami out. I'm hoping that your recent experiences with Seva brought back some old memories. How about you, Myron? I believe you graduated just a few years ago, but you managed to stay involved with the Sai Center all the while, despite the challenges that come with the school and the work-life balance. Would you say your connection to Sai has it played a role in important decisions you made along the way?
I think it absolutely has. I realized that in my time as an SSC student, I truly learned about the beauty behind what altruism truly is. It was when I was an SSC student, actually in my later years, when I started performing service and I started to realize this. I realized that service is something that anyone can do at any time to help anyone, anywhere. There are no rules or exceptions. Dare I say, it's a reckless act.
Reckless, that's an interesting point of view. I think it's important to remember that Seva is almost blind. It should not discriminate. We do it for the general good, not for any individuals.
I agree. When I realized how reckless act of service could be, it motivated me to do the same outside the Sai Center. In a way, you could say it's how I remained connected to Swami. Similar to Santa's Elves, the day before Christmas, delivering gifts to children all around the world, I became one of Swami's reckless helpers, helping people wherever I could, however I could. I helped for the pure act of helping. Just knowing that I could be there when someone needed it was more than enough.
I think that's the ultimate message we as Sai devotees want to send. We build character so we can impact the world in a positive way. So would you say your way of thinking about service influenced your career decisions, or the other way around?
I think it absolutely has. It's influenced my career decisions to the person I am today. I currently work in the field of education, which I think directly relates to service. And it really is that act of service and altruism that keeps me going forward to help future children and the generations above.
What a beautiful connection from SSC to the real world, Myron. You inspired me to get involved in Seva projects. Can you tell me about the most recent project that you took on?
Of course. It's fitting that you mentioned how service is blind, for it's what motivated myself, my co-brother Lucian, to actually perform service on the coldest day of the year in a blind manner. So picture this. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, and I wake up tired and groggy, mainly due to inadequate sleep because I was playing video games the night before. And yes, adults do play video games, and yes, students do play video games. I feel this chill over my back, and I open up my phone, and I see that it's a cool minus 25 degrees Celsius. As I feel that shiver, my phone lights up with notifications. Notifications from caring parents and students asking, are we still doing this today? Questioning my sanity and my responsibilities as a group, think about it for a moment. So then I say, yeah, we're still on. About an hour later, we all have a notification this time. I was worried, maybe a couple students may not show, but one by one, they all showed, smiling, determined. We really did not know what we were doing. Fast forward a little later, we arrived frigid and cold and surprisingly empty young Dundas Square. As we all walk out, we feel a frigid wind that just runs across our face, quietly whispering, "You should go back home." We all look at ourselves with a almost second question in faith that we still do. And without a word, we still do. We ended up walking 5 kilometers that day. 5 kilometers of coffee, hands running hands, looking around. The 5 kilometers doesn't sound like much until your fingers are frozen, your toes are frozen, and in a day where everything seemingly seemed against us, as each block passed, we actually got more energy. The smiles became larger, quite literally frozen. But they weren't just frozen from how cold it was, we were frozen because we were having fun. And the jokes get much louder and louder. Looking back to that day, I realized one thing that I hadn't realized in 18 years as a guru. I realized that service is not just about us helping those in need, but it's also in what we discover when we perform service ourselves. The act of service brought all of us together on the coldest day of the year, and unbeknownst to us, provided us this energy to do something that we didn't really think we'd be able to do. And that's how I realized that service has the power and the ability to turn the coldest day of the year into the warmest memory.
Wow, Myron, such a heartfelt story. That even though you students went out on one of the most coldest days of the year, you still filled the people of Toronto's hearts with warm love through your act of service.
Of course, I'm grateful to have come across Swami and how his reckless acts of service have reached me.
That reminds me of a bhajan that captured my heart. I wonder if any of you know it. It's one I like to sing to remind myself how fortunate we are to live this life we have. Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopala Pala Pala Radha Krishna Jai. Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopala Pala Pala Radha Krishna Jai. Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopala Pala Pala Radha Krishna Jai. Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopala Pala Pala Radha Krishna Jai. Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai. Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai. Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai. Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai. Gopika Mala Hari Pyari Maya Meera Mana Vihari Madana Mohana Murali Dhari Krishna Jai. Gopika Mala Hari Pyari Maya Meera Mana Vihari Madana Mohana Murali Dhari Krishna Jai. Gopika Mala Hari Pyari Maya Meera Mana Vihari Madana Mohana Murali Dhari Krishna Jai. Gopika Mala Hari Pyari Maya Meera Mana Vihari Madana Mohana Murali Dhari Krishna Jai. Krishna Jai, Rama Krishna Jai, Radha Krishna Jai, Bala Krishna 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 Jai. Krishna Jai, Rama Krishna Jai, Radha Krishna Jai, Bala Krishna 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 Jai. Krishna Jai, Rama Krishna Jai, Radha Krishna Jai, Bala Krishna 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 Jai. Krishna Jai, Rama Krishna Jai, Radha Krishna Jai, Bala Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopala Pala Pala Radha Krishna Jai.
Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopala Pala Pala Radha Krishna Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Gopika Mala Hari Pyari Maya Meera Mahana Vihari Madana Mohana Muralidhari Krishna Jai.
Gopika Mala Hari Pyari Maya Meera Manavihari Madana Mohana Muralidhari Krishna Jai.
Krishna Jai, Rama Krishna Jai, Radha Krishna Jai, Bala Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Rama Krishna Jai, Radha Krishna Jai, Bala Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai.
Govinda Krishna Jai, Gopala Krishna Jai, Gopala Pala Pala Radha Krishna Jai.
Group budgets are an important part of Swami's 9-point code of conduct of daily living. Does anyone know what they are?
Daily meditation and prayer.
Family budgets once a week.
Participating in seva.
Attending SSE.
Group budgets at least once a month.
Regular study of Sai literature and scriptures.
Speak softly and leavenly with everyone.
Practicing sealing on desires.
And avoid speaking ill of others.
Very good.
We've actually been talking about that in our classes as well.
Really? Why don't you tell us more about that?
Sure, yeah. So our boys are at a stage in their lives where they're starting to make their own decisions and really forming the foundation of character. And so this is where it's a critical time to ensure that we communicate Swami's teachings and values to these students.
I'm glad you brought that up, Myron. I also think it's such an important part of life that is often neglected in our modern world, where there are so many distractions that pull young people in so many different directions. It may take today's young people a lot longer than it took some of us to develop our sense of purpose and belonging. Myron, if you don't mind, would you tell us more about how you found yourself in such an influential position?
Sure, happy to. Sadam, everyone. Swami says one must have taken at least 10,000 births to be able to even say Sairam. So congrats to everyone on at least hitting that milestone. There was a guru in India, Shiva Mahayogi, and whenever his disciples or anyone would ask him to write something, sign something, share a mantra, he would simply say Sairam. And he said that name is enough to redeem all of humanity. And so it's our great and good fortune and his grace that we get to, instead of hi and bye and hello, we have the opportunity to say his name as often as we do. Maybe I'll just share a small anecdote of something that we talk about a lot in our classes with the students. Some time ago in the 1980s, Swami was giving an interview to a group of people. And among that group, there was a young girl, about 6 years or so, and her mother, and a number of other people in the interview room. And so Swami was paying particular attention to this young girl. And so he was answering her questions and playing with her and just giving a lot of attention. Meanwhile, her mother was sitting there, and she was sobbing the entire time. So this was a curious scene for the people who were sitting there, and they were just kind of watching in silence. After about 20, 30 minutes or so, Swami showed the girl and her mother out of the room. And then he turned to the other people who were still in the interview room, and he asked them, he said, "Do you know what happened to them?" And then he proceeded to tell them that the young girl's father was on a flight. Some of the older brothers and sisters here may recall in the 80s there was a flight, Air India Kanishka, that unfortunately was subject to a terrorist attack, and unfortunately everyone on the flight perished. And then Swami said something so profound, and it's something that we share with the students every year. He said, there was over 250 people on that flight, and not a single person said the Gayatri Mantra. And then he said, if even one person had chanted the Gayatri Mantra just once, this crisis could have been averted. So it's just an important thing that I wanted to share, because it's something that we reinforce and reiterate, and we have the opportunity to say the Gayatri Mantra with opening prayers and so on and so forth. So anyway, I just wanted to share. Thank you.
Wow, such an inspirational story, Myron. We always say Swami draws those people closer to him, who are looking for him. And time again, that rings true, especially among the group of us here. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Saram.
So, from all of your experiences so far, what do we think is the most common thread? Each of us have decided to be here in the Sai community for different reasons. We're all here at the same place today, sharing them. And we can wonder how different our lives would be without Sai in the picture. The feeling of being part of something, with Sai spiritual education, bhajan singing, and Narayana Seva, all of this is recommended to be done as a group. We don't do it alone, which is why it's so important for us to create an environment that supports our mission here. Without this environment, there's no way for people to find us. I recently came across some old videos and photos that were put into a slideshow here. We've got some time. You guys want to take a look?
Sure.
Swami's teachings has created a profound impact on my life through his teachings on love, selfless service, and discipline. He has taught me and guided me through all my tough moments, and has taught me what true happiness is.
I was born into the Sai fold, so Swami has always been a physical and spiritual presence in my life. As a child, my mother always told me to speak to Swami throughout the day to remind myself of his presence. This practice became second nature, and over time Swami has become my conscience and my inner voice. He is my guide and a built-in best friend. In my mind, there is me and there is Swami.
Being able to be a part of a community and meeting so many people, whether it's fellow youth, aunties and uncles, or younger children, I've been able to foster so many friendships and relationships with everyone here, and for that I will be so grateful.
He's been a building block of every aspect of my life. But not only that, but the torchbearer as well. He wanted to guide me in each aspect, whether it be family life, whether it be school life, whether it be my personal life as well. His presence is always in each one. But what I find most is his inspiration for me to continue to chase my dreams.
I've been blessed to be part of the Balugas program, where I had the opportunity to learn Swami's teachings. These lessons are what I look to implement in every aspect of my life and use as guidance when making decisions.
If I were to explain what Swami means to me, I'd say that from a young age, Swami has been everything. My God, Guru, guide, and friend. Whenever I face any challenge, I always pray to Swami to give me strength to face that challenge. And this is what enables me to approach it with a positive mindset and to believe that I am capable of overcoming it.
Swami's commitment to service and compassion has made me step up and do this myself, whether this be joining a club at school that helps the homeless, or helping my friends with their own personal challenges in their own life.
Swami has been the biggest motivating factor in my life. If there's one thing I can trust to not change, that is Swami's guidance. Through positive and negative, Swami is always there. He's omnipotent, he's omniscient, and most importantly, he's omnipresent. And without Swami, I wouldn't be here today spreading his word and doing his deed.
Without him, my life would not be what it is today at all. Throughout my life, he's inspired me so much with confidence and courage to take on any task that's put in front of me, and I've always felt that he's been with me all the way.
Swami's impact in our life has been that we have been able to partake in a lot of selfless service where we're able to practice kindness and also meet new people and help out our community.
And we've also gained a lot of friendships along the way and integrating Swami's teachings into our daily life, even though we could get busy.
So thank you, Swami, for everything that you do for me and for all your devotees.
Thank you, Swami, for helping me understand the importance of seva and introducing me to the Sai community.
The quote, "love all, serve all," isn't just a phrase to me anymore. It's something I try and aspire to and live my life with.
Let us continue to share his message and make it our mission, and to love and serve all of those around us. Jai Sai Ram.
It's amazing to see the sense of community we develop here and how we share the values we learn with the rest of the world. So, a common question we all posed is, why? Why do we need to be part of something bigger than ourselves?
Maybe to build a sense of community?
Because everything that we do is bigger than ourselves.
It's an opportunity to serve.
What we learn in SSC classes are meant to shape our character. If your decisions are guided by these values, the impact on the world can be enriching. So, what then must we do if our goal is to improve the world in which we have entered?
Apply SSC teachings in our own lives?
We can pay it forward.
Just live with love.
By enriching ourselves, we also enrich the world around us. I'd mentioned a familiar quote at the beginning of our session today. But did you know there's so much more to this quote? The end of wisdom is freedom. The end of culture is perfection. The end of knowledge is love. The end of education is character. It's amazing to see the group of all of you here today, and this is certainly something we can reflect on, discuss deeper in our next session. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Youth Boys, for such an insightful study circle. This brings back a lot of my own memories in SSC and being involved in the youth group. So the Youth Boys would like to give a huge shout out to Brother Vithushan for directing and his tireless dedication towards making this performance happen. Also to Brothers Pranav and Yadavan for playing the tabla and the harmonium during the bhajan as well.
Our first guest speaker is Sister Gopina Devakumar, one of our youth alumni. She joined the center at the young age of 5. After completing the SSC program, she taught as an SSC guru for 11 years, led SSC guru training workshops, and continues to sing bhajans at the center. She is currently a high school science teacher with the York Region District School Board. We are so eager to have us here to speak with us. Please welcome Sister Gopina.
My humble pranams at the lotus feet of my dearest Swami. Sairam, everyone. My name is Gopinath Devakumar, and as we approach the milestone of celebrating 100 glorious years of Satya Sai next week, I feel deeply honored and humbled to share with you Swami's profound impact on my life. Before beginning my journey, speaking about my journey, I'd like to begin with a story that my mom often recalls. When I was just 2 years old, I was standing in front of a cabinet, trying to open a drawer. Suddenly, the entire cabinet fell towards me. Thankfully, I moved out of the way just in time. When my mom, both shaken and relieved, asked how I managed to escape, I simply replied, "Lord Ganesha pushed me." At that tender age, my words carried more truth than I realized. Thinking about it now, it represents the divine protection that has always been present in my life. This simple story, though rooted in childhood innocence, marked the beginning of my awareness of the divine's continuous presence in my life. As I grew older, that sense of divine protection evolved through every connection with Swami. Swami's presence has always been an intrinsic part of my journey, shaping who I am today. My parents became devotees of Swami shortly after I was born, and from that moment, his divine essence became the heartbeat of our household. The first thing that you see when you enter our home is Swami's photo, radiating with love and warmth and welcoming every single person that walks in through our door. Growing up, I never left the house without praying to that specific picture that we have of Swami. It became second nature and a grounding connection to the divine before starting my day. This continuity of divine presence has been reaffirmed through countless personal experiences. One vivid memory is the miraculous growth of a flower garland placed on Swami's photo near our front door, that same photo that I just spoke about. As days passed, the garland grew, stretching gracefully all the way down to the floor, as if Swami himself was extending his blessings into our household. Another treasured moment is when Kungumam miraculously appeared on statues that we had brought back from a religious trip to India. These statues were carefully wrapped in front of us, yet when we opened them, the sacred powder had seemed to manifest on its own. It was as though Swami was showing us his divine presence. These miracles weren't just awe-inspiring, but they were comforting affirmations that the divine presence that I felt in my early years continues to walk beside me. During the same trip to India, we had the opportunity to go to Puttaparthi as a family for the very first time. As we entered Prashanti Nilayam, I felt a sense of peace and spiritual vibration that words can hardly capture. It was as if that very air was infused with Swami's love. One of the most memorable parts of this visit was getting to sit in bhajans. This reminded me that Swami's presence isn't confined to miracles or teachings alone, but it's something that you feel from within and something that spiritually transforms you. After this visit, I found myself singing and listening to bhajans more regularly, and to this day, it has been my source of mindfulness and has allowed me to stay connected to Swami, seeking his guidance whenever I faced an obstacle. This divine guidance shaped my character and my life's direction. The SSE program was a big part of my spiritual and my personal growth. One important moment that shaped my journey into becoming a teacher occurred during a Tamil New Year performance when I was a grade 10 SSE student. I was assigned the role of a narrator, which I was initially very excited about. But as I stepped onto stage, I faced a large audience, my mind froze, and I went blank before quietly stepping off the stage. On the way home, I couldn't hold back my tears. I felt that I let my peers down as well as Swami himself. But then, an unexpected call from my beloved Guru Shakilanti changed everything. Her comforting words reminded me that setbacks are part of growth and that I should use that experience to learn from it and grow from it. That night, I poured my heart in prayer to Swami, seeking solace in his divine presence. Fast forward a few years, I became an SSC guru myself. Initially, self-doubt consumed me. I wondered, can this shy, timid girl inspire young minds? But Swami's plan for me was greater than my fears. As I taught, I witnessed the spiritual growth in my students, and it was a revelation. I realized that teaching wasn't just something that I did, but it was something that I was meant to do. When I completed my undergraduate studies, I found myself at a crossroads, uncertain about my future and what I wanted to pursue. In moments of doubt, I turned to Swami as I always had. I prayed for guidance, seeking clarity. At that very moment, Swami's words echoed in my heart. When my devotees are happy, I am happy. I paused to reflect. What truly makes me happy? The answer was clear: teaching. The joy that I felt from interacting with students at the Sai Center was unparalleled. I was able to witness their growth and become part of their journeys. If someone had told my younger self that I would one day become a teacher, I would have laughed in disbelief. I was the quiet student in class, often unnoticed, the girl who forgot her lines on stage. Yet here I stand today, a secondary school teacher, someone who guides and inspires young minds every single day. When I reflect on this journey, one of Swami's quotes resonates with me deeply. Like the eyelids protect the eyes, I shall protect and look after you forever. From the innocent words of a 2-year-old claiming, "Lord Ganesha pushed me," to the countless blessings of Swami's guidance, the divine presence has been my constant shield, guiding me through challenges, comforting me in moments of doubt, and celebrating my triumphs. Every setback that I faced wasn't a failure, but it was a stepping stone, a lesson crafted with divine care. To everyone listening today, especially those who may be facing uncertainties or challenges, trust in the divine plan. Life's journey isn't about avoiding obstacles, but about growing through them, knowing that the divine walks beside us always, just as a lighthouse guides a boat through dark seas. I've always wanted the opportunity to share what Swami means to me, and I'm forever grateful and blessed to share my story with you as we get closer to Swami's 100th birthday celebrations. This is a reminder that Swami always finds a way to include us. His love is boundless, and his plans are always greater than we can ever imagine. Thank you all for allowing me to share my experiences today. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Sister Gopinath, for sharing Swami's impact on your life. That was truly from the heart and deeply moving. Thank you for sharing your story. Next, we have a musical offering by our youth girls, which will be followed by another heart-to-heart. Thank you for your patience as they complete the setup here.
அடியார்கள் பல கோடி உனை நாடி ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಸುಂದರ ಸಾಯಿ प्रेमार्णवम् विकसितकुसुमं मृदुमधुभरितम् प्रहर्षितभावं प्रबुदितगीतम् अर्पितं तनुमनसकलं प्रहर्षितभावं प्रबुदितगीतम् अर्पितं तनुमनसकलं श्रीसाईशं शरतचरणम् अविरत आनन्द अनुबन्धम् श्रीसाईशं शरतचरणम् अविरत आनन्द अनुबन्धम् समरि पमद पसदरि सरि मगरि सरि मगरि सरि पमरि गरि रि ग स स पद द म प प रि म प द स सरि म प द स सरि म प द स रि ग सरि नि स द नि प द म प ग म रि ग द नि सरि नि स रि ग प म ग रि ग म प द नि स प प रि स स ग ग रि म ग रि स प म ग रि म ग रि स द नि स रि नि स रि ग ग म नि नि स ग रि स नि स नि द म ग म प म ग रि स ग रि ग स ग रि ग स ग रि ग स ग रि ग स म ग म स म ग म स म ग म स म ग म नि द नि म नि द नि म नि द नि म नि द स ग रि ग स ग रि स स नि द नि स स नि स ग रि स नि स नि द म ग म नि द म ग म ग रि स स नि नि स नि नि स नि नि आनन्दम् अनुपमाभिनवरूपम् अनुपमाभिनवरूपम् विकसितकुसुमं मृदुमधुभरितम् आनन्दम् विकसितकुसुमं मृदुमधुभरितम्
What an incredible vocal performance by these talented singers and instrumentalists. It's important to recognize their amazing talents, especially because they are homegrown from our center. We would like to take a moment to recognize each of them for sharing their gifts with us tonight. Our vocalists include Srinidhi Shankar, Shobhana Devakumar, Tashmini Sudhakaran, and Ashana Prabhaharan. Musical accompaniment by Tashmini Sudhakaran on flute, Namika Vasantakumar and Subika Vasantakumar on violin, Yadavan Ravichandran on harmonium, Shobhitan Sridharan on tabla, Arangan Dayan on mridangam, and Divya Narendran on octopads. The performers would like to extend a special thank you to Srimati Sangeeta Gokulan, known to most of us as Tulasi Auntie, for her continuous guidance and support with the musical arrangements. Please refer to your program card that you were able to scan from the QR code for more details about each of these performers. Let us please give them another round of applause for their beautiful performance.
Next, we have Brother Arushan Arunambi, who has been part of our center for the past 24 years. Starting out in SSC, Arushan has served in various capacities, most notably as a guru to young students since 2014. For as long as we have known him, In every aspect of his life, you can see the 5 human values at work. Tonight, he will share a heartfelt reflection on how Swami's teachings and the lasting impact they have had on his values, service, and spiritual journey. Please warmly welcome Brother Arushan to the stage.
I offer my humble pranams to the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Dear uncles and aunties, brothers and sisters, Om Sri Sai Ram. My name is Arushan Arulambi, and I've been a Sai devotee my entire life. I've grown up at this very Sai center. I've been a student, a teacher, taken part in various seva activities, and even had my own wedding take place at this divine place. I can truly call it my second home. Today, I wish to share how profoundly Swami has impacted my life, specifically to the Educare program, also known as Balavikas. I've been blessed to be part of this program for the past 24 years, both as a student and now as a teacher. Both roles have transformed me, and today I want to share a few of those stories from that journey. My parents enrolled me in the Educare program because, like many parents, they wanted me to learn Swami's teachings. They wanted me to have a deep understanding of my culture and faith. Through weekly lessons, activities, and performances, I began to learn these values in a joyful and meaningful way. But what I didn't expect was how deeply my teachers, my gurus, were going to impact me. They weren't just instructors. They were living examples of Swami's love in action. When I was in elementary school, I often struggled to connect with my teachers. But for those 90 minutes I was here at the center, I was surrounded by gurus who were kind, who encouraged me, who didn't judge me, and most importantly, made me feel proud of who I was. For example, there was one moment that took place 20 years ago, which my parents and I have never forgotten. When I was in group 1, level 2, also known as grade 2, I took part in the annual speech competition at the Sai Center. To my surprise, my Balavikas guru selected me as one of the top 3 students to move on to the next round. After class, my guru approached to my parents and offered to help me practice at her home. At the time, I didn't know this, but she was actually a busy university student pursuing medicine. But somehow, after her long classes and commute, she made time to coach me in the evenings. On the day of the next round of the competition, at the time it took place at the Scarborough Civic Center, my guru made the time that weekend to be there to support me. What happened? I actually did not end up winning. But what I wouldn't forget was what happened after. My guru approached me, and I could tell she was very emotional from her face. But she smiled, and with such warmth, told me how proud she was of me. That moment stayed with me forever. Here was someone who believed in me at a time when my only 2 supporters were my parents. And she gave me her full love, kindness, and energy to make sure I succeeded. This was something my parents and I wouldn't forget. Her kindness stayed with us. It was then I began to understand what it meant to be a guru, to selflessly serve, to uplift, but most importantly, to see the divine and good in every child. By the time I was 11, even before deciding my career, I was determined to become a Balavikas guru. I wanted to give to others what my teachers gave me. After completing the program, my life took a small turn. I ended up getting accepted to Western University and had to move to London, Ontario, which was around a 2.5 hours drive. But I was determined to not let that stop me from my life goal. So what did I do? Every Saturday night, I would take the Via Rail train from London, Ontario, arrived to downtown, stayed at my parents' home in Markham, went to teach the next day, and took the first train back to London, Ontario. I did this every weekend for my entire undergraduate studies. Looking back, it was probably a very busy weekends, but it was also some of the most happiest times in my life. And now, over the last 10 years, I've been a guru to most of the 10 and 12-year-old boys at the center. Through them, I've learned more about myself than I ever could have imagined. One of the first lessons I learned was how closely students watch their gurus. They would pick up every word, every gesture, every action we do. I often notice a student mimicking the way I speak or the phrases I used in class. It made me realize the responsibility that came with being a guru, that every action must reflect Swami's values. Parents too would often come to me and say, "Guru, could you please talk to my son about this habit?" Or, "Look at your guru and see what he's doing. You should do the same." It was both humbling but also eye-opening. I realized that being a guru isn't about teaching lessons. It's about being a living examples. From then on, I began to reflect on these two questions. Am I being the kind of role model I want the kids to look up to? And am I practicing what I'm teaching? Every Sunday when I was teaching class, those two questions kept coming in my head. And as I kept on reflecting, I started to change the way I carried myself, not only on the Sundays, but throughout my everyday life. Teaching also gave me a deep appreciation for the parents and family of Asai Center. Some parents have drive long distances, almost 45 minutes every Sunday from Brampton, Oshawa, Newmarket to bring their child to Balavigas. Knowing that, I felt a great responsibility to create the best lessons every week. But in the early years, I struggled. Sometimes my lessons weren't engaging. I see some children a bit zoned out. Or some kids asked me a question that I couldn't answer to. When these moments happened, I felt really sad because I felt I let down the program, the students, and those parents who made that time that weekend. So what did I do? I decided that before every class, I'm going to prepare that lesson like how I prepare a research publication at work. I would spend hours studying the topic. It could be the 10 avatars of Vishnu, the life of Sri Ramakrishna, or the religion of Islam. I was determined that I was going to know everything about that topic and was able to teach it in an understandable manner. Every lesson I teach should be engaging and meaningful to students. But something happened during this process. As I immersed myself in Swami's teachings to help my students, I began to internalize them more than ever before. I started to see connections between the teachings and my own life. I reflected more, I practiced more, and I felt I had a stronger bond with Swami. Through teaching, I found that I was very much a student, maybe a better one than before. Now, after 24 years in the Educare program, I can clearly see how every stage, both as a student and as a teacher, has shaped who I am today. My gurus guided me on the right path when I was young, and now my students, in turn, help keep me in that same path as an adult. They remind me week after week what it means to live Swami's values with sincerity and love. For this, I will always be grateful to my teachers, my students, their parents, and above all, to Swami who made all of this possible. Without Swami's vision for the Educare program, I truly cannot imagine what my life would have been. I may not have been as connected to my faith, my culture, or my values. I may not have found such joy in doing service or such strength in community. Swami has given me everything: a moral compass, a community of role models, and a spiritual home. I pray that I continue to serve in the program, to learn from my students, and to live up to the ideals Swami has set for all of us. Thank you, and Om Sri Sai Ram.
Thank you so much, Brother Arushin, for that heartwarming recollection of your memories in the SSC program. It truly brings back memories of being an SSC student and learning the same way that you did. Your stories remind us all how Sai has shaped our lives so profoundly. Next, our Youth Girls coordinators have put together a video summarizing the unbelievable efforts that the youth have put into various Seva projects carried out since April in celebration of Swami's mission. This is the result of our 100 Acts of Kindness project.
Wow, that was truly inspiring to see all those efforts that went into these remarkable Save Our projects throughout the year. Let's give it another round of applause for all the youth who contributed. So from the Youth Boys play to the Youth Girls musical offering, it's quite clear that our youth continue to carry so much promise in this world.
I too am blown away by the quality of these performances. I think it's incredible to see the talent that arises when one is given the opportunity. Surely this is a part of Swami's divine plan to help each of us uncover our true potential. As we take a moment to reflect, let us think about what it truly means to be a Sai youth. How has Swami impacted your life? How different would your life be without Swami?
So before we begin our bhajans, let us extend our immense gratitude to all those who performed and helped produce tonight's offerings. The credits are listed on the program that you scanned on the QR codes. But if you contributed in any way to tonight's magical experience, from the early ideas, to the music, to organizing the chairs, the decorations, the heart-to-heart speeches, the AV team, please stand up. And I really mean it. For those, please stand up. I know there's more of you out there. Yeah. All right, let's give them all a round of applause.
Thank you. Now, our youth bhajan singers have prepared a special medley for us. Following the bhajans, please line up on either side of the hall to perform Aarti if you wish, and please exit into the lobby for prasadam. Please don't forget to take a moment to admire the beautiful artwork created by Sister Lakshmi displayed in the lobby. We would like to sincerely thank each and every one of you for being here tonight, generating a divine energy in this space. And now, let us turn our hearts and minds towards Swami for tonight's bhajans.
गौरी गणेशा विनायका 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 शुक्लांबरधर नाथ गजानन शुक्लांबरधर नाथ गजानन शुक्लांबरधर नाथ गजानन शुक्लांबरधर नाथ गजानन श्री गणनाथ विनायका श्री गणनाथ विनायका श्री गणनाथ गजवदना जय गणपति वंदन गजवदना जय गणपति वंदन गजवदना जय गणपति वंदन गजवदना जय गणपति वंदन मंगलमूर्ति विनायका 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 गौरी गणेशा 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 विनायका शुक्लांबरधर नाथ गजानन शुक्लांबरधर नाथ गजानन श्री गणनाथ विनायका श्री गणनाथ विनायका गजवदना जय गणपति वंदन गजवदना जय गणपति वंदन मंगलमूर्ति विनायका मंगलमूर्ति विनायका मंगलमूर्ति विनायका मंगलमूर्ति विनायका मंगलमूर्ति विनायका मंगलमूर्ति विनायका गौरी गणेशा विनायका शिरडी साई परती साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा प्रेमामृत धारा शिरडी साई परती साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा प्रेमामृत धारा शिरडी साई परती साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा प्रेमामृत धारा शिरडी साई परती साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा प्रेमामृत धारा तब सेवा की अवसर दीजो सत्य साई महादेव तब सेवा की अवसर दीजो सत्य साई महादेव तब सेवा की अवसर दीजो सत्य सत्य साई महादेव। तब सेवा की अवसर दीजो सत्य साई महादेव। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। शिरडी साई परती साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा, प्रेमामृत धारा। शिरडी साई परती साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा, प्रेमामृत धारा। तब सेवा की अवसर दीजो सत्य साई महादेव। तब सेवा की अवसर दीजो सत्य साई महादेव। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। गानामृत में भाव विदीजो प्रेम साई भगवान, प्रेम साई भगवान। शिरडी साई परती साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा, प्रेमामृत धारा। नारायण हरि नाम भजो रे, नारायण विद पारायणा। नारायण हरि नाम भजो रे, नारायण विद पारायणा। नारायण हरि नाम भजो रे, नारायण विद पारायणा। नारायण हरि नाम भजो रे, नारायण वेद पारायणा। करुणा भरणा भव भय हरणा, करुणा भरणा भव भय हरणा। करुणा भरणा भव भय हरणा, करुणा भरणा भव भय हरणा। पावन चरणा पतित जनाबना, पावन चरणा पतित जनाबना। पावन चरणा पतित जनाबना, पावन चरणा पतित करुणा भरणा भव भय हरणा करुणा भरणा भव भय हरणा पावन चरणा पतित जनाबना पावन चरणा पतित जनाबना पावन चरणा पतित जनाबना पावन चरणा पतित जनाबना नारायणा हरि नारायणा 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 नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा हरि 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 नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायण हरि नाम भजो रे नारायण वेद पारायणा चन्द्रवदना कमलनयना चन्द्रवदना कमलनयना चन्द्रवदना कमलनयना चन्द्रवदना कमलनयना नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा अनंत शयना दीन शरण्या अनंत शयना दीन शरण्या अनंत शयना दीन शरण्या अनंत शयना दीन शरण्या नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा चन्द्रवदना कमलनयना चन्द्रवदना कमलनयना नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा अनंत शयना दीन शरण्या अनंत शयना दीन शरण्या नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा नारायणा साई नारायणा चन्द्रवदना कमलनयना साई हमारा हम साई के ऐसा प्रेम हमारा 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 साई राम 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 हमारा सत्य साई है नाम तुम्हारा शिरडी साई साई राम हमारा, साई हमारा हम साई के ऐसा प्रेम हमारा, साई हमारा हम साई के ऐसा प्रेम हमारा, साई राम हमारा, साई राम हमारा, साई राम हमारा, साई राम हमारा, सत्य साई है नाम तुम्हारा, शिरडी साई अवतारा, सत्य साई है नाम तुम्हारा, शिरडी साई अवतारा, हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई सबका पालनहारा, हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई सबका पालनहारा, साई राम हमारा, 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 साई हमारा हम साई के ऐसा प्रेम हमारा।
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम कथन से कहो राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम कटे दुख मिटे वेत राम नाम, भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम परम शांति सुख निदान दिव्य राम नाम, निराधार को आधार एक राम माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम भक्त जन जीवन जन एक राम भक्त जन जीवन जन एक राम 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 राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम,
Ram Ram Ram
Sri Ram Ram Ram.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakti Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Sativadanasikara Sarva Pranapate Swami Sarva Pranapate Ashrita Kalpaladiga Ashrita Kalpaladiga Avad Madhava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Devamu Mariyantayu Neeve Swami Mariyantayu Neeve Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nagendra Shayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Jai Shivo Sai Mahadeva Satya Sai Mahadeva Mangala Arati Anduko Mangala Arati Anduko Mandala Giridhari Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
Sairam, everyone. My loving salutations to our divine, dear Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. My name is Vidushan, and I'm just going to say a couple of notes on behalf of the youth coordinators. First off, thank you all so much for supporting us today. We're so overwhelmed by the support and the response, and that so many people showed up today. When we first started planning for this event back in February this year, we had so many ideas because we really wanted to do something special for Swami's 100th year. Right? There's not a lot of people who are around to celebrate this momentous occasion, and
the result of what you see here, it was very different from what we planned, right? And you know the saying, man plans and God laughs, right? But we're still very happy with how it turned out. And the fact that we were able to showcase so much of our youth talent today, I'm grateful. Okay? And second of all, I know the MCs thanked everybody. I would like to thank the MCs for the amazing job that they did. And I'm going to introduce another chronicle.
Sai Ram, our most humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Baba. Without Swami's blessings, this wouldn't happen, as Vidhu-san already mentioned. Thank you, Vidhu, for getting this organized. What a wonderful play performance by the youth boys. It was a melodious musical performance by the youth girls. Sharing your experiences by Sister Gopina with trusting in divine. What a great and a wonderful message, Sister Gopina. Thank you for that. Our youth are part of Seva, Educare, Bhajans, and lot more activities at our center. My and our sincere message to all of the youth is please continue your spiritual work, putting your heart into it. There is one common thread, which is Seva activities. You keep doing Seva, and Swami will guide you always. And you will be able to face all challenges and get above it. And everything will come to pass, even when you face challenges. Our sincere appreciation to our MCs, again, Pranavi Prem Kumar and Vinod Sudhakaran. Audio-visual team, thank you for the mic system as well as the visual display. We thank the volunteers for the Seva stage decorations. And Arushan, thank you for your sharing your experience as a guru. Now moving forward, we have events that are coming up for this month of November. Tomorrow, Sai Vignesh will perform a musical concert with special artists on instruments. The program will start at 4 p.m. and end somewhere around 7 p.m. You couldn't say 7-ish. Please join us. It's a very special performance, and Brother Sai Vignesh had come from India, and this will be a rare opportunity for you all to witness this great performance. On November the 23rd, a very special day for Swami, we'll be celebrating the 100th birthday. The morning program will be from 5 to 7:30 a.m. and the evening program from 4 to 8 p.m. We will also have a special performance by Arun Gopinath and his group of artists. Again, thank you all for joining us, and we wish you all a wonderful evening, and Jai Sai Ram. Thank you.
परमं पवित्रं भावाविभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदानं भावाविभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं भावाविभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमा